All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye-patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right. The fine print's out of the way. It's time to roll with the show. We're back. We're live once again. I think. I don't know. Maybe I should check on that. Let me drop over here to the YouTube side real fast and make sure things are rolling. Things look like they're doing just fine. I'm not real sure, actually, what happened. As we were going live, as the music was rolling, somehow I got kicked out of the studio. So, I don't know. Go figure. I don't know what happened. I mean, all of a sudden, I lost everything on my end. I looked. The studio was gone. But we saved it. We made a flawless recovery. We wound up, we were able to make it back in without any interruption to the stream, as near as I can tell. So, that's one thing. Yeah, YouTube chat's moving okay. Looks like everything's moving fine. And that's a good thing. So, as near as I can tell, it's all going good. And everybody in the chat, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if, well, let's do it this way. Let me come back here to the YouTube side and see. Yes, we see. Okay. So now that we see that everybody is in the chat, all the players are showing up. Good to see. Good to see. Maybe, I don't know that there is a post out about it yet, but I'm sure that we will see a post or a video or something like that of the first find with it. Congratulations once again to Phil. He has received his triple score that he won when Delec and Mark were on the show with us. So congratulations to Phil. Now, with that being said, let's see if we can get everything else working properly and get Chuck in here too. Hopefully. Yes. It works. It works. Boy. Good.
There we go. Get it square.
Yeah. Yep, the whole fist pump is getting to be the popular thing right now.
You betcha.
Definitely.
They're like this.
It's something else.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And I see that Tam's in the chat under moderator status, but you're safe, Scott. The cat is in the cage. Oh. Well, it has been, and I'm sure somebody's liable to bring it up in the chat. So I guess we'll just get that out of the way right off the bat. Obviously, we're not a political show. We know that politics are going to be brought up in the chat from time to time. We know they're going to be brought up in the show from time to time.
Yep.
But hopefully nobody gets too out of control in the chat with the recent happenings. I mean, I understand they have, I completely understand why they would get a little out of control in the chat over the recent happenings. But hopefully we don't get anybody bashing somebody too terribly in the chat as far as other listeners. But we'll see what happens. I mean, that's what moderators are for.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm sure they've got plenty to say in there.
It's thundering pretty good. Do you want to get your
I know.
Nah. Sorry.
No?
Not yet.
All right.
Thank you. We got some thunder rolling here. We got storms coming in. Yippee. Again.
Oh, yeah. We had them here earlier. Oh, boy.
So
it just opened up out of nowhere. Matter of fact, I think Tam got a notification on her phone that storms were rolling in.
that's probably what's
and
causing.
About as soon as she got the notification.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, so I'm quite sure what I've got going here and that. Yeah, it's going to be possibly a rough one here.
Heavy downpours.
Yeah. Just what I need.
Yeah. Well,
But
let's hope it's not bad.
So, good picture of Phil and Rizzo, and looks like they had a good time. They went to Rizzo's speech at a museum here in Illinois.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was doing that.
Yep.
Said
it was. They said it's very good.
I know we had talked about it Wednesday on the show. Kind of touched on it. Nice.
Yep. And Frank Juarez put up on there, Josh, he needs your shipping address to send you
that.
Frank Juarez needs your shipping addy. He says he wants to send you something, buddy.
Right. I got his text message last night, and I was going to reply to him last night, and sometimes the meds kind of mess with me at night. Sometimes they don't work, sometimes they do, sometimes it takes a while, sometimes not. And I remember thinking I was going to reply to him, and next thing I know, I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, the phone's on the floor. So I still have to get that message to him.
Okay. Yeah, Tam answered. She'll send it to Frank. So, yeah, we had a meeting the other night. The I&I Club did, and Marks came over, and Clay.
I've got an item here that I'm supposed to be sending him to.
Yeah, Clay picked up his coil. Haven't heard back how he likes that yet, but they were.
Yes, he did.
Yep. But they got rained out today on a.
They did. And apparently you did maybe some changes or something on Kevin's 900.
Yes, I did. I hope it worked. I wasn't, in the area that he's working to really get a feel for it, but I had it set up, and then it looked to me like, well, during detecting, he hits the wrong button here and there, and that's about it. And we straightened it all back out for him. Whoops. He doesn't like it yet. He got skunked.
Well, I don't know if, I don't know. Yeah. Kevin thinks he'll like it once he gets used to it, though. And from what I saw, you straightened that 900 out just fine, because Kevin got multiple silvers this weekend.
Well, he doesn't know what my fee is for fixing that yet. So it may be a few silvers.
Yeah, what, 4 or 5, I want to say at least.
And Alan even says
a number of Rosies and a Merc at least. He posted a number of short video clips up on the Beyond Sight and Sound group.
Oh, Clayton just chimed in. He said, yeah, I've now learned how to help him with his 900, he says. So good to see you on there, Clayton. We'll get him on some night, Josh.
Yeah.
He said he would.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have
we do need to do that. Yeah, I remember Kevin said he would.
Mm-hmm. So,
and I mean, he's made some very respectable finds himself.
Well, yes, he has. Mm-hmm. Yep, but Dad skunked him today. That's the ongoing battle. I check in on that. Who's ahead? And for a long time, it was Clay. But then somebody switched over to the dark side and got himself an Equinox. And now it's nip and tuck. Yeah.
Now he's starting to catch up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. But he got whooped and then called me up and he brought the detector over and I was, what'd you do here? He had a lot of things changed, and especially in the parameter accept and reject. So we squared it up.
Yeah, that's not a good thing at all.
Yeah. When I get back, I may break out a score, a triple score, and take it for a little test spin, just so I get a feel for it. And did you happen to see KG's post that he shared from a guy, people bashing the Vortex already, and they aren't even out in but a few people's hands. And the gentleman that, if you go to KG's page, you'll find it. He has a YouTube video out on this. He can't understand how people can bash it when they can't even put their hands on it. We've talked about this before. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Got Janet in there. Shannon.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Alan's checking out. He's probably going to go listen to what the president has to say. Yeah, get it out there, Phil. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm going to try his.
Oh, well,
I just don't have the room to take all the detectors I'd like to take up to.
Yeah. Yeah, he's excited. He's looking forward to it.
There you go. So Mike Lockement's in the house and said they got a surprise giveaway tomorrow or something. I asked him what I could win. Janet said he's reading from a teleprompter.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, Lord. As long as it doesn't have crosshairs on it, right? He said that before.
Well, we've seen that tactic, and that doesn't work so well either.
No. And John says he's looking forward to
I think that's about the best way we can put it.
Right. Well, give me a call, John. I'm trying to get
him. I mean, right. Yeah. People, they've got to give the machine a chance to prove itself out in the field. You can't just automatically discount it before it's even been out there to have that chance to prove itself in the field. And if you fall into the trap of, oh, well, it must not be any good because this person on YouTube says it's not any good, well, you're cheating yourself.
And Barb's in the house. Hey, Barb's. Seeing you sporting your new fancy little dress on there. Woohoo! So, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to trying all these units out when I get back. I'm going to put a 900 to work up in Alaska and come home with sore shoulders in the back from probably running the slick plate and doing a little high banking too. So we'll see if we get a little go
home and relax a little bit, trying out maybe a vortex and a triple score.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't heard anything else new coming down the pipe. So, yep, I hope to, Shannon.
Well, that's okay,
she's,
though. I mean,
yeah. She's asking if I can share some Alaska with her. Well, I will try to. And if he sends me a link and I can get to where I can work
I'm
it.
almost certain there will be some shared.
Yep. So we'll do that if I have to. The one time Alan, myself, and
Right.
Dave ran in, we had to get down into Nome proper. We were outside the Alaska Commerce Store when we did that go live with you. So we'll try.
Right.
We'll try.
Yeah, I remember that. I believe while we were live that night, Alan went in and got himself I think it was a diaper.
Yeah.
To see what the prices are like now in Alaska. Have you heard anything about the prices of Alaska since you're headed that way?
Nope, not yet. But we get off the plane. We hop the vans up to the site, and always when we on the way out, we'll stop at Alaska AC store. So guys, yeah, they might want some adult beverages in the coolers. So we stop there, and I'll get a good look at it there and walk the store. But I can guarantee you, comparing to what we're paying here, figure 50%.
Yeah.
Plus. So if you're paying...
ain't none of it cheap. That's for sure.
No. It's going to be interesting to see gas prices. Okay, Kevin, I got you on that, buddy. He's sending me a message there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So we'll try and do that with you guys. And remember, save your nickel, dimes, and quarters. I'll probably be going back up next year. I've already got 3 wanting to sign up for next year, 4. So hopefully we can keep making it.
Yeah, and speaking of which, you've already got people signing up for next year, don't you?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. So Barb's one day pops. She says, "You'd like it up there and see how they garden there. That's interesting, but you'll never grow a head of cabbage near what they grow up there. Average size is about 35 pounds, those big cabbages. My God.
Holy cow.
They're huge. That soil, they're just huge. And then the radishes are the size of hardballs, and you'd think, oh, I don't want to eat that. They're great. Things like that do very well. But the corn might make it 2 feet tall. They put a few in just to show that it doesn't grow up there.
Huh.
And then they got greenhouses for tomatoes, peppers, that kind of stuff. They got to do that. Yeah, gardening's a whole different world up there. Yep. It's some of the best
Right.
honey in the world.
And with the like the tomatoes and peppers, obviously they've got to do like a greenhouse if they want to pull it off. But it's with the prices being what they in Alaska, I imagine anybody that can is trying to do what they can as far as gardening while they can.
Yeah. You know, when you get further south around Anchorage, just north of Anchorage is a big flats area, and that is their really bread basket area where they really grow a lot. And good stuff. And the berries and things like that do very well. The blackberries, the blueberries, raspberries, down in that zone. And honey, a lot of beekeepers up there. And the honey, if it's a good year on what they call fireweed, it's real pretty purple flower.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
The honey is just about gin clear from that area. Good taste, good stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah. Big thing up there, honey. Pricey.
And I'm definitely sure that that's not cheap.
No. Not a bit. So, well, let's see. We got Frank in the house. Frank number 1.
That is something.
Yeah. But Detect America. That's cool. So anyway, I hope you all getting out a little bit. I haven't had much time.
Nice.
Trying to get things wrapped up.
Well, I know Kevin and Clay were.
Oh, not only Kevin and Clay, I had other stuff I had to get taken care of for folks, and detectors and headphones, and phone calls were ringing in. There's a couple more items coming in tomorrow that people got to pick up, just a coil and several other things, and hopefully they get over here and pick them up, because I'm telling them after Tuesday morning there's no way, or after Tuesday evening there's no way. Okay.
Right. Yeah, which you should be, by this point, I imagine you're all packed?
80%. I got a couple other things,
I see.
a few other little things to throw in and get it up and get gone. Be down there. We fly out at 6 a.m. that day. We get into Alaska around 4:40 their time. So then hang out in Anchorage for a day, bang around a little bit.
That makes for a long day.
Yeah. We got the 2-hop. We got to go to Seattle and up. Kevin Smoot got the direct. So he's there an hour and a half earlier than we are. 2 hours. Something like that. 1:30, I think he gets in. We're in at 4. It's a lot of flying to get up there.
Now, right. Now, has Kevin went along before?
Smoot? Nope. I got Dennis, Kevin.
I was going to say, that sounds like that's new for him.
Right. Humphers, Alan Humphers. These are new guys coming in. And then I got veterans coming in. Guy out of California. Of course, Brian out of Denver area. Oops, I'm glad he's not listening. Down by southern Colorado. And a bunch of other guys have been there once. Some of them twice, 3 times. Frank, this would be about Frankie's 4th, 5th trip. Dave White's 3rd, I think. So, yeah, timber rushing.
Yeah, Frankie ain't going to miss it.
Right. Cal George. We got a good crew. Mike Doyle. Got him from Boston to California to Colorado.
Boston Mike.
Yep, Boston Mike's going to be there. Old Cuz will be there. My cousin from Boston. He's funny. He does those.
So how many people you got in the group this year?
12. Right. That's
12.
enough.
Okay.
12 to 15 is enough. Having 22 was like, oh my God. Nope, KG and Ringy aren't going this year, Shannon. they have another trip that they have to be on. Yep, the I-5 are going. KG and Ringy are going to be gone. They get back 1 day or two, and then they're gone again. And they couldn't do it this year, but they want on next year, so we'll see how that goes. Next year, I've already got 1, 2, 3 pretty much signed up. And the one guy has been telling me he's going to go for years, and he says he's going next year, and he keeps calling me, and now he's working. So, and you all know him. It'd be a good trip to go with that guy. We'll just leave it at that. I'll let you guess who that might be.
Right.
And you all know him. So
you've already got a few spots closed for next year then.
Right. And I'll try and get up around 15. That'd be max. So I hope my buddy Steve's up there.
That's not bad.
He thought he'd be there while I'm there, so maybe the guys will get a meeting. Or we'll go down and bug Sean. See if we get a little look at a cleanup or something.
There you go.
Bump into some of my others.
Yeah, I'm sure that Sean's still working everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot going on with that group. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. Once it gets into your system, you're hooked.
mm-hmm. Yeah, find a little bit of God's gold. And it's $75 a gram if you come home.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
If you come home, let's say, on average, most guys get an ounce to 3/4 or a little bit better. Yeah, at the current price, you wash it. Some have done better. Some have done very well. I've done very well in the past. And it's good. But you got to go out and work for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm going over with Ronnie Guinazzo and Mr. Tim Russian. I'm going back to England for a trip with those boys.
Now, I'll bet you're really looking forward to that.
I am. I was supposed to go in 2020 and 2021. I'm still on the list, but they kept moving it back because of the COVID and all the restrictions England had, and I didn't want to mess with it. And I'd already had shots, but you get there, they test you. At that time, they put you isolation for 24 hours, then they let you out the first go around. Then the next one was test you leaving. If you had it there on your dime, you stayed, then they make sure you got out. And I'm like, I don't want to take the chance.
Right. Yeah, that could get pretty pricey when all you're doing is basically stuck in a hotel room looking out the window at what you could do.
Yeah. And the one thing about Kevin just asked me, how close does it come to paying for the trip? There's been times I've more than paid for the trip. The last one, two back, I got a 2-ouncer. I got $5,000 for it. Trip cost me, and Jill flew up. The trip cost me around $3,000. Guy wrote me a check for $5,000.
Yeah, practically on the spot.
On the spot. And the one before that, I only brought home about 2/3 of an ounce. Okay, it cost me some money. Several before that, I've had one I brought home over 8 ounces. Another one I brought home right around 7 ounces. And I've sold some of that.
Yeah, that more than pays for it.
Yeah, it's a commodity. I look at it as a commodity. Now,
right.
Jill, I've made a bunch of jewelry up for her, had it made up, and that's cool. But it's still gold. It's still there. And if you ever got in a dire necessity, it can be sold. Yep. Dennis says an ounce and a half might be
Right.
for everything.
And we see there are a number of places out west that they're taking it.
They're taking it. They're taking gold backs. They're taking silver over the counter. They're taking raw gold. So people believe in that type of currency much more than our current way of doing things. And I see a lot of places anymore not taking your check. At all. We got several around us. The bigger stores will not take a check. Did we lose you, Josh? You still there?
Right.
Well, not doing well. It's not coming through good. Uh-oh. Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, they're hearing you.
Okay,
far as I know.
you're back. I haven't been able to hear you at all.
Oh, I had to take care of something on this end.
Oh, okay. Okay, Scott says, yep, they're hearing me. Okay. Well, when you fade out, I don't. Okay, Tam said she wasn't hearing you, but now, yes. Okay, good. We're still getting some thunder and stuff.
Well,
there.
we've
Thought maybe we got knocked out.
Yeah, we've had issues with the storms coming through, and it's probably wreaking havoc with the show. But weather is a little out of my control.
Right. So Pat Maddox is telling us we're cutting in and out.
Yeah, it's probably the weather.
Shannon wants to see the bubbles you're making.
No, nope, I wasn't doing that.
I've only seen one, and that's before we did the show. Big thumbs up bubble floated up over my head. I'm like, okay, where is that coming from?
And I still, I don't know where that comes from.
It just shows up. I start laughing at it. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's about all we can do until I can figure out where it's coming from.
So I'm going to throw it out there for 5 minutes, folks. What's your take on yesterday? Interesting. We're talking under a centimeter difference.
We'll have to see if they can get it all in 5 minutes.
Yeah. There's a bubble with a thumbs up. Now somebody's doing that. I'm blaming ORH.
I wish I knew who, because it's not me.
Yeah. Barb was in the tub when Bub yelled Trump got shot. Yeah, Scott, I agree.
See,
there it is again. Somebody's hitting a like button because of 3 bubbles and a thumbs up. At least it wasn't the options.
And I missed it. I mean, I was over checking the YouTube chat, seeing what everybody's take was on yesterday.
Oh, Digging Buddy says if I'm on a Mac, which I am, you might do that when it thinks you're putting your thumb up. Well, Okay. Like I just scratched my ear? No, I didn't. But
Only when we've seen it, he wasn't.
Dennis Grettencourt says, yes,
At
Tam.
least I know earlier, before the show, he wasn't when it came up.
Okay. Digging buddy, if you're feeding me a line here, there's my thumb. And then if I do a thumbs
Yep.
down, it says
I
it rained.
didn't see anything.
There you go. Barks, I'm like you. It's all one big club and we ain't in it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
There you go. But it's gotten out of hand.
Whatever's causing it to happen, if it's somebody that's causing it to happen, send me a message and let me know what you're doing. Not that I mind. I'm just curious as heck how it's happening.
Somebody's doing it. They're being quiet because I'm not hitting the thing.
I mean, personally, yeah,
every once in a while you sound
yeah,
like
I ain't got my hands on the keyboard or the mouse, and
turn off reactions. Okay, my little green camera. I'm afraid to do that. It might turn the camera off. All right, studio light.
I don't think it's got anything to do with your end, though, but I don't know.
There you go. Figure that one out.
Wow. Now that was interesting. What was that?
Okay. I don't know, but he told me to turn on my reactions. Now it's going crazy. There's the balloons. I'm going to turn that back on. It's doing all kinds of odd crap. Now it's raining. Oh, Lord. Oh, well.
Well, okay. So apparently it is coming from your end.
It is right now. But the reactions are off. There we go. But before it wasn't. Okay.
Huh. Well, that was quite the interesting little demonstration for people.
He told me to go to my camera and do reactions. Well, they were turned off. I turned them on. I could do all that, but I turned them back off. It was off. There you go. Might as well have some fun with this while we can. Yeah, Janet, I'm having a party. The next time I have a party, there'll be a toddy sitting here. All I got's iced tea.
Right.
But
so
no, yesterday was sad.
When the thumbs up happened before the show, you had reactions off.
Yeah, I got them off right now. If I go up and turn, I hit it, and then it gives me a whole list
So we still don't necessarily know what's causing it.
There you go. Now I turned it back on, and there's well, there's the thumbs up that I see on the other side. But now let's see, what's studio light? Okay, portrait.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just different things you can do with it, but it's been off. Now, let's see.
Yeah, there it looks like you were playing with a filter or lighting effect or something.
Yeah.
There's the fireworks.
Yeah, it's doing all kinds of. There's a thumbs up. There's a heart one. There you go.
Yep, there's the thumbs up.
And that's what it's doing outside.
Look at that.
So it's got all
It's raining.
Something to play with sometime.
Well, that's what it's been doing here too. That is just
crazy.
too funny.
Mm-hmm. Janet says I should do that every time we go live.
It is in time when we were seeing it show up earlier, that feature wasn't activated. So how's it doing it then?
I don't know. Digging Buddy was the one to tell me to go to that. He said it could be through Skype. I'm not on Skype. I'm on just the camera alone and into his studio.
No, we're not on Skype.
No, he sends a link out. This is totally different Skype. So anyway, well, we can have some fun with that on it sometimes, but it's off. I turn it back off. But anyway, no. So anyway, I hope you all can get out and get something. The ground should be good around the Bortners. I think they had a ton of rain down there. And there's more coming, starting tonight. And the temperature today was, well,
I've gotten some rain, yes.
Yeah. And it feel like temperature was like 105 here. Actual temperature was 96.
Oh, you can keep that.
Tomorrow's worse. Tomorrow we're getting right at triple digit.
You can keep that too.
Yeah. So makes the corn do
the forecast and saw that I think Friday we're supposed to be in the low to mid 70s.
Yeah, we're supposed to drop down too after this heat wave goes through. But they got the cool front trying to come down out of Canada. When you're going to start going colder, we're going to cooler. That's not cold. That's my weather. And so we need it.
Yeah, right.
We need to cool weather. Rain.
I got a friend of mine that was just out in right. I got a friend of mine that was just out in Oregon the other day, and his AC broke down while it was 114 degrees in Oregon.
Ooh. Vegas had a
That's
record.
Hot.
Yeah. Vegas had a record, 120, hottest ever. And it's in 10 days over 100 right now at Vegas. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the weather patterns themselves have just been crazy this year, and it's really affecting things quite differently.
Well, I wanted to go to IVHRA's hunt, but yesterday our lines. Yep. Lost him. Anyway.
Yesterday, what happened?
IVHRA had a hunt. I wanted to go. Kevin, over by Kevin Barkley. Couldn't make it because our Lions Club picks their sweet corn. They sell it. It's a fundraiser. A bunch of farmers put it in for them. And what did we put up yesterday? 80 ears of corn, freezer corn. So that was what my day was in the morning. Putting corn up for the winter.
Well, it kept you busy.
Real busy. because we blanch it, cut it, bag it. Then all you got to do is warm her up, and they're ready to go. Pretty good way to do it.
Oh yeah, good way to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't seen Rockford be flooded, Shannon.
And it's a great way to store that long term too, doing it that way.
Yep. So it's nice to have that freezer corn. I don't know if you guys buy canned corn at all, or some of the frozen corn anymore. It's like eating field corn. It's tough. So we put our own up. I got a ton of tomatoes and peppers coming on.
Yeah, but if you can get that fresh sweet corn.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the tomatoes on. We're starting to get some peppers coming on finally. I know we spotted a cayenne and a habanero yesterday, and we've got cucumbers coming on.
That's good. We've had the yellow banana ones already. They're coming on good. Cherry tomatoes, yeah, our cherry tomatoes are coming on, but we won't be ripe for another 2 weeks yet. Alan Landau made it back, so that's good. But Alan, you all packed up too, buddy? Hope so.
He should be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, he says no. He's got 2 days.
No.
Yeah. He's got 2 days. He'll be packing on Monday. Keep getting messages.
Well, you know, why do today what you can put off to do tomorrow?
Yeah. That's right. Reading everybody.
He might want to get on that whole packing though, so he can make sure he doesn't leave anything behind that he may need in Alaska.
Yeah, he says he's going to pack tonight when he gets off. So get him all set. We'll have a good. Here, Alan, we'll head downtown in Anchorage, have a little fun there, and go drool over all the nuggets at the Alaska Mint.
And old Frankie should be about packed too. I know I was talking to him on the phone the other day when you called him.
Yep. Frankie's getting pretty close there. He couldn't get his schedule to print off his computer for some reason. He was having trouble with that. So I printed him up our flight schedules. Yeah, Alan, gold fever, buddy. Looking forward to it.
I see.
Yeah. So, well, buddy, I'm going to get out of here. I got a couple things on.
Yep.
I had to replace the batteries in my luggage tags. I've got a couple of tags that ride the luggage. You can scan it with your phone, see their movement too.
Oh, that's right. You've got the electronic tags.
Yeah, they work very well until the batteries go dead. And I noticed the batteries were dead. I pushed, find this tag on the phone, and it usually plays a little tune. Getting in to change that battery on those cotton picking little tags was an adventure. And I finally figured out how it worked, and you got to pry and pull at the same time. And get it to pop open, and I had the batteries. They're those round, flat, fat ones. Put them in there, and it worked. But the batteries were worse to get out of the container
Right, the
that they
button cell.
come in. I've never seen, they want it, I don't know, child proof. Hell, that's everybody proof. I had to take a razor knife to it and cut it open and dump it out. I've never seen anything like it. I was cussing. That Joe goes, "What are you doing? Never mind, leave me alone."
Everybody proof.
God almighty, but I got them working. They're ready to go.
That's
Everybody
awesome.
you wouldn't want to hurt it. It was pretty cool.
Well, that's the important part.
Yeah. So, hey, I want y'all to be safe out there. Yeah, have a great week. We'll be heading up to Alaska. I am hoping, I don't know Wednesday, but that Sunday, maybe Alan and I can get on live somewhere with you, and we'll try that. Hey, firefighter detecting, how you doing? So, yeah, I will. Go find me something good. Phil, I want to report on that triple score.
Well,
See how that did.
yeah, I told him to keep me posted on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We might even bring him on the show after he's ran it a couple times, see what he's thinking of it. It's always good to know. Yeah, firefighter detective.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens because I don't know. I haven't heard yet if Shannon is going to allow him to use her detector.
Ooh, I didn't think of it that way. Tam, I'm going to tell you something about photos of bears.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, neither did I until now.
Yeah. The few run-ins I've had with them, I haven't had time to think about it.
If you're close enough to take his picture, you're too close.
I'm too close. Thanks, John. Yeah, I will find some gold. All right, I'm out of here, buddy. Stay safe. Let's have a good
You need
one.
a long zoom lens to be able to do that.
No, I need some other guy's a
We'll see you,
professional
Chuck.
photographer that runs faster than me, or not as fast as me. So, all right, later.
No, he needs somebody that's a photographer that runs slower than him. You don't have to be the fastest guy around. You just have to be faster than the next guy. That's all I'm saying. So let's see here. Obviously, the storms were messing with things. We'll see. Just out of curiosity, whether or not the audio is cleared up. I don't know, because I couldn't tell if it was the storms on my end or the storms on Chuck's end that was messing with the audio. Of course, it could still be messing with the audio for all I know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Either way, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? I don't know. I thought I saw somebody say that the audio did clear up. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Phil says it sounds good now. So apparently it must have been the storms on Chuck's end. I don't know. It makes things to be a little problematic at times when you're dealing with the weather situation. uncontrollable scenario, I guess you could say. Either way, Chuck leaves out for Alaska first thing in the morning, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, evening, I mean. Who knows? Maybe we'll be live, maybe we won't. We'll have to see what's going on, and I'll try to make a post if we find out that the reception in Alaska will be cooperative enough, I guess we'll say, to see if we can get Chuck on while he's in Alaska. And who knows, maybe I'll have to get a message out to Kevin and see, or Clay, to see about when we can do that show, try to get that scheduled for some time when Chuck's back. Because I'm sure Chuck would like to talk to him as well. Either way. Oh, and one last thing before, actually two before we go. Hot Mess Fishing. We have been in contact with her. Just waiting on a date that works good for her to get her on the show. And Tuesday, for those that know or remember our good friend Jesse Pritchard, Tuesday is his birthday. You didn't hear it from me. But make sure and wish him a happy birthday if you get the opportunity to. Tuesday. We're out of here, folks. Stay safe. Find something if you can. Have a wonderful evening.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.